Welcome back to the free-to-play experience. Are you here to check out which game you should play next? You came to the right place, and let's inform you if the Cycle Frontier is worth investing your time in. First of all, when you start the game, you'll be requested by Brandon to go and visit 3 factions: the ICA, Korolev and Osiris. These factions give you quests after which you earn ranks and rewards. The higher your rank, the more equipment becomes available to improve your gear and weapons. So check out the respective marketplaces to see what materials you need for which faction and how you can further progress in the game. When you are ready to give it your first try, drop into Fortuna. Ensure your gear or most precious items if you don't want to lose them, and make use of the safe pocket in your backpack. Most of the time, insurance is cheaper than having to buy the item back from the market, because if you didn't know yet, dying in this game makes you lose everything you possess. Every item you carry or wear. So far so good. Getting to know the basics of a game takes a while, and after dying you definitely will be more cautious. In my honest opinion, at first the game felt really empty, sad colors and players that you see around but cannot interact with. So I was skeptical at this point, but decided to give it a run and dropped into Fortuna 2 and later Fortuna 3. So when you feel comfortable, drop into the god-forsaken land that is Fortuna and try to start navigating around. You'll notice that the movement feels really slow at first, reloading takes forever, but with faster paced free games like Destiny 2 and Call of Duty Warzone, it's only logical, I guess. The first instinct would be to shoot an animal that is attacking you. Guess what? Try to avoid any animals at all. These animals hit hard, especially when you first drop into the game with basic gear and weapons. Also, shooting attracts more mobs and also other players, so we don't want that, do we? See, the goal is to scavenge for much needed materials for yourself or for your quarters and upgrading everything. If you feel confident, you can wander around as long as you want, but I tend to scavenge 1 or 2 buildings and complete maybe 1 or 2 quests and get the hell out of there. Later, you'll also have a larger backpack to carry more stuff, but in the beginning I would suggest to do it like this. So until now, I was actually not too excited about this game. If you want to know if you should invest your time in it casually, I'd say yes, I would recommend it. If you're still watching, you might also want to consider subscribing to my channel. So going on, taking what you need and successfully extracting is actually where the blood starts pumping. It makes for a thrill and a will to succeed, especially going in a second time and systematically upgrading what you own. Is it repetitive? Yes. Would I continue to play this game? Yes. The more repetitions you do, the more fun it gets and the better you start to navigate around the map and know the mobs. It's this thrill of not making it out alive. You lose all your gear unless you take an insurance. That keeps me going. When you drop into Fortuna, the landing pod drops in a different environment and location of the map, so that keeps the variation going. A cycle consists of 6 hours, so it's possible that stuff is already looted, or that you drop at the beginning of a cycle and are able to grab all the loot you want, or lots of players have been there already and you need to be more resourceful and scavenge in less known areas. Try to evacuate before the storm hits you and you'll be able to make it out alive. This is where you can really reap the rewards you collected and upgrade your quarters. Finish the quests you completed and prepare for the next run by upgrading your gear and your weapons. This is the cycle. One last thing that I wanted to touch upon in this video is the bad reputation this game has. I heard that this game is flooded by cheaters, but I also heard that the developers are working hard to counter this. So as far as I have played this game, I haven't encountered strange cheating players yet. Maybe those guys are in the harder lobbies and I just suck too hard at this game to be there. This game is also a cooperative game. Your team can consist of 3 people and they are dropped into the same server as the people that are playing solo. I agree that there should be a solo, a duo or a trio gameplay option like in Call of Duty Warzone that would balance the game more, but I'm not sure if the player base is large enough to do that yet. I always feel alone when I drop into Fortuna because I encounter like maybe one player, maybe 0 players, but we'll have to see how this game further does. In conclusion of this video, I would recommend this game to the casual free-to-play gamer. This game is entirely free to play and features a season's pass, but the gameplay is not too restrictive to be bothered by it. Everything is accessible. Is it worth your time? Yes. You will be frustrated if you die with a backpack full of loot, but you'll learn from it. It's the ideal game to play after work for like 1 to 3 hours with some friends, so certainly give it a try. Please give this video a like and subscribe to stay tuned for more free-to-play games and recommendations. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.
Upgrade your generators and you'll even get some Aurum and K-marks. Bit of a reward for keeping this place running. That's about all I can do for you, kids.